Off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
On play action, now Rodgers. And incomplete to open things up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Stafford.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, here's Jones. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 45 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
Touchdown, Packers! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. He's at the 50. 30. 20.
You got another, baby. Give me some more.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On play action, Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down at Stafford. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And that'll set them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. He's at the 50. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you moment.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, this is Akers.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 29, Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have moved out in front. Now Crosby for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I was going to ask, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10.
I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Stafford on first down. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. They finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
76 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Being chased out left.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Stafford. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Stafford. intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Bobby Brown
able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Rodgers throwing here. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Throwing is Rodgers. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last throw here for Stanford. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that. And we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2.